We're going to be tying up a maribou variation of the classic Steve Carey's Black Ghost. Now we're going to start with a flat black thread. I like to use Ultra Thread 140. Give ourselves a little bit of space for the head of the fly. Snip that free and then continue all the way to the end of the shank. And then we're going to grab ourselves a yellow feather. I like to grab about 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch. Make sure that's nice and even, and then tear that off. Measure that out to be about 1/4 of our hook shank in length, and then secure it to the back of the hook. Once that's good and secure, we can start to wrap forward a little bit, grab our scissors, and then snip that off at an angle. Snipping it off at an angle is going to allow us to create a more seamless transition when we're building up our body. We'll grab ourselves some brassy wire in silver. Now this is typically tied with a tinsel, however I really like the durability that these brass wires offer, and the ribbing looks quite good as well. So we're going to secure that to the back of the hook, and once that's finished we can start to create a seamless body transition to the head of the fly. Now if you want, you can use a piece of yarn or something of the sort to build up your body by attaching it to the back. However, I like the simplicity of just using my flat black thread. Once that's finished, we'll grab our wire and start making some even wraps towards the head of the fly. Secure that wire down. I like to take some thread wraps both in front as well as behind because it makes helicoptering off the wire afterwards much easier. With our wire removed, we're going to grab some white maribou. Now I like to use the tips because these offer a lot more action in the water. Measure that to be about 1.5 times our hook shank in length. Once we're happy with our length, we're going to secure that. Snipping off the excess once again at an angle. Next, I like to start to build up the head of my fly, but I don't get too carried away here because we still have one more material to add. We're going to go ahead and invert our fly if you have a rotating vise. If not, it's not a big deal. And grab some more of our yellow feather, about 1/4 to 1/2 inch in length. And then we're going to use that to create a throat of our fly. I like to measure mine just short of our hook point. Snip off our excess nice and close. From here we're going to clean up the head of the fly, make sure no yellow or white is showing. Finish off building off our head using our whip finisher. That way we don't have too much excess thread on the fly. Once we're happy with that, we're going to make sure it's nice and secure. Give it a little tug and then snip it free. We're going to burn off any remaining fibers that we have at our head of the fly. Grab some UV resin and apply our first coat. Now this first coat sinks into the thread wraps a little bit, creates a nice even transition. Hit it with the UV light, securing everything in place, and then we'll come back in for a second coat. This second coat smooths everything out. It makes the head nice and even. Hit it once again with the UV light, and there you have it. That is a maribou variation of the classic Black Ghost. I'd highly encourage you to give it a try. If you don't tie yourself, but you'd still love to try this pattern, you can go down to my website, fill out the custom order form, and I'd be happy to send some your way. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.